But we do know that University of Hawaii is going to be sending out NotCristian, and NotCristian, I believe, is a Game and Watch main. So being seeing some Game and Watch action. But what were your thoughts on this current game we just saw?
Ooh, it's a tough one to go into a character swap and uh, still get two stocked. It really does feel like nothing really changed. But your Fox performed. The Fox did perform a lot better. Azumi did look a lot more comfortable. But the adaptation from Gray, the very quick swap in how he needed to approach the matchup with Joker versus the matchup with Fox and what works on either character was super quick. He looked like he didn't miss a beat and was able to close out super quickly. Like he didn't look like he had lost control even for a moment.
I definitely agree with you. Um, Gray having a little bit of trouble in the beginning of both matches, but all in all doing exceptionally well, as you said. Being able to adapt really well and knowing what works and what doesn't.
Speaking of, St. Peter's is absolutely going to have to adapt and look towards the future. You cannot let two sets, including four two stocks, excuse me, try to mess up your mojo. This is still an absolutely winnable battle, but you have to make it start now, which is why they are choosing characters why they are choosing Ramen with a high density of a punish game with their pair of characters being Robin and Captain Falcon.
Um, yeah, we might actually, since we're only halfway through the session, through the series right now, we might see St. Peter's University sending out their stronger players towards the end of the game, which we have seen in various matches here in EGFC. But as a Robin main, I personally I think Robin is a really decent choice against Game and Watch. I don't want to say anything set in stone. Um, Robin is very heavy on projectiles, as we all know, and Game and Watch has the bucket. Um, but both of them are going good so far. We might actually not see the Robin due to the Game and Watch pick of University of Hawaii might be Falcon, but either or, I'm sure we're going to see a really good match.
Yeah, if there's anything that Robin can tote in the matchup against Game & Watch, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Levin sword and the ability just to have these big aerial smash attacks in terms of their sheer damage and knockback will be a little bit tough for the lighter than your normal Game & Watch, despite how defensive the character can play. But I absolutely love the pick from Hawaii to put out NotCristian here in this very pivotal point in the battle with a character that can be so frustrating to go against, so like controlling and kill you with really powerful edge guards, but still play super safe. Like always seeming to have frame advantage. Like this can be a figurative nail in the coffin before we even get to the final two games, if everything goes right for them, of course, which I'm certain Ramen is trying to concoct a plan to throw their plans into the garbage.
Those two are the two schools are currently just banning right now. We're getting close to it, and of course, there's going to be a button check, which is fine.
So while we've got our button check, make sure that everyone in chat right now is staying properly hydrated. It is very important. With your good old water, or should you prefer a drink of another kind, a more sugared beverage? It is always important to stay hydrated, get comfy, and be ready for not just the remaining of this set, but two more after it. We're in it for the long haul, as quarterfinals will dictate who keeps playing in the following week.
And while we are in the while staying hydrated, be sure to follow my lovely fellow commentator here at UBL Soul. As you've seen, he's a very good commentator, knows his stuff. Be sure to follow EGF SSBU, the Twitch channel, and official EGF on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, I believe. I believe they do have an Instagram on every social media you can find.
Yeah, if you can find their social media, then you should definitely drop a follow, because they do more than just Smash Ultimate. If you're interested in games like FIFA, like Overwatch, like Rocket League, this is absolutely the tournament circuit for you.
And also a big special thanks to our producers, still right now behind the scenes doing absolutely amazing at this. Be sure to give at House of 3000 a follow. It's House of 3000 at House of 3000 a follow. They do so many great tournaments, always expecting great stuff and delivering great stuff.
Yeah, they do a weekly every single Wednesday for Smash Ultimate, which you can join up as long as you are within the general East Coast and have a LAN adapter. Plenty of great competition if you're looking to improve. And of course, last but not least, if you're looking to follow anybody, follow Cheryl over here at Milkshake. She does some incredible artwork for players across the Tri-State Smash scene, and even more. It's just wonderful account.
Thank you.
As I think our players have had enough of their button check, let's hop right into it as he up B's out of a combo. Classic.
The classic. You know how it is. Definitely going to be expecting a lot more of that.
Yeah, particularly with a lot of Falcon strings. If you're not fully practiced in things like the instant double jump, which allow Falcon to extend with greater true combos, at low to mid percents, Falcon up air strings have gaps that you can get out of which Game Watch certainly has plenty of tools to get out of trouble for free.
And we're seeing it in action right now. We've seen NotCristian just up being using the parachute and just going and using the key, the down air, which if you're not too familiar with that, you wouldn't know that it has like a little puddle next to it, and you'll get hit if you're just right next to it, which we've seen a couple times now.
I think I'm starting to catch on to what NotCristian has planned here, which is not only Chef at Ledge, which is just absolutely insane in terms of coverage, but a lot of the times when NotCristian throws out a single move, whether it be things like up smash or F tilt, he then buffers the second. So he's always has a second hitbox as soon as Ramen tries to punish the initial one, which has led him to not only a massive percent lead, but now a whole stock lead, while he's still sub 60.
And you know, this going against Game & Watch is a
You there?
I think my mic cut out a bit, but going against Game & Watch is a really big test of patience. You really have to be careful with how you approach, or else you're just gonna get hit by everything, which we've seen NotCristian take advantage of.
Yeah, he's really prepped for the reckless aggression that Ramen has been trying to throw out. Not even reckless aggression, just he's looking to try and punish moves, and Game & Watch says, no, you have to wait for specific windows that I give you, which are few and far between given NotCristian's current level of play. Far since lapped Ramen in percent, and while you need the bomb, it's not necessarily going to help your current situation. Plenty of juggling, and now it's all about remains is whether Christian can wrap up this stock or will, ask and you shall receive, I suppose.
And you know, Captain Falcon, a character that you really need to get up close and personal sometimes to get hits and combos. NotCristian is just not letting that happen. Not letting Ramen get any really big hits. Already already 2 stocks down. NotCristian still at a relatively safe percentage. As I say that, getting the up B, which worked pretty well in Ramen's favor. And in terms of the point system, it's better for Ramen to take 1 stock than no stocks.
Yeah, just continuing to give your team an opportunity, but NotCristian is still dominating when it comes to this neutral play. It shows the importance of disjointed hitboxes, not even in the sense of pure range, like with any Fire Emblem character or a lot of characters with swords or projectiles. What a read. You know
what a read.
Forget what I was saying. Just absolutely a read that he needed to keep this game close, and it shows the explosiveness of Falcon, and this game can turn on a dime should Ramen get the right hits and find the right starters. As he's looking right now, he's throwing out less moves, trying to be a little bit more cautious when he goes to punish, and instead look for that right hit, not just any hit.
And I love that patience with Ramen. If it was Ramen first stock, he probably would have gone for a dash attack or some sort of aggressive move, but really playing patient right now. NotCristian, Game & Watch, being Game & Watch, can throw so many smash attacks all at once, and we see NotCristian using that and taking advantage of that.
And NotCristian showing a little bit more respect, dropping a ton more bombs, playing a lot safer, not landing with down air nearly as much, though that dash attack was a good risk. It was calculated, seeing as Falcon doesn't usually have kill combos at 40 at early percents like this, and dash attack being rather active to catch that landing. But back to neutral we go.
And although Ramen is trying to stay away, keep their distance, not get so close, being at kill percentage and all, we only have a minute 30 in the clock left, and NotCristian can easily time this out if they wish to. So Ramen needs to step up their game, try to at least get some hits, or take the stock.
There it is. It's awkward. It looks awkward for sure, but the lingering hit of F tilt will seal that final stock and the game. And to be honest, like, what doesn't kill at 173?
But a really interesting match between these two characters, a really drastic shift from our previous 2 sets that were relatively fast and very fast-paced. This one was still in University of Hawaii's pacing, and they chose what happened, but much slower than the previous ones. And Ramen, we really got to give props to Ramen, because although they weren't playing so well in their first and second stock, by their last stock, they got that really good read on NotCristian to take his second stock, I believe, and played overall safer.
Yeah, he looked like he had gotten over whatever nerves or whatever expectations his team might have put upon him, and just started to play the game, play the matchup, and it looked a whole lot stronger, just being very, very much more picky about which hits he was going for, which is a huge thing. It's a mental barrier that you have to get over with a lot of characters in this game, where windows to punish aren't as easily located as you get up the tier list in so many with so many characters. Like, you have to know not only your highest damaging combos, but when you can go for them. And Ramen was definitely picking his spots a whole lot better, making his way almost to a complete reversal, but just getting clipped ever so slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. So getting into the second match right now, we might see the matches be maybe a little or just as slow and like lengthy, just because Ramen finally understands not to be too aggressive and not to be not to just dash attack all the time, because Game & Watch can punish that really easily. But game 3 Ramen was definitely a different person from game 1 Robin.
Oh yeah, completely agree. And maybe that is inspiring a lot of the bans that came out from the University of Hawaii, them banning Final Destination, Kalos, and Town. All three of these really big stages. So it is making, it is making Ramen. It's almost forcing him to try and play up close and personal with those big stages that really favor patient gameplay out of the question.
Mm-hmm. So now we are running it back to PS2. Game 2 currently.
And let us see if we can find ourselves in the world of Ramen's imagination, or will he be trapped in a nightmare?
We got a really good dash attack from Ramen in the very beginning, but Game & Watch being Game & Watch, gotta watch your back, because coming above from the air and coming somewhere, he will come and take you.
And all these falling back airs, a chef to maintain space. While Falcon does have to commit to putting himself in danger with all of these hits, despite how fast he can be, Game & Watch's disjointed back air and neutral air cover so much ground while still being plenty safe, as the spot dodge narrowly avoids the drop shield down smash, of which Christian had been going for quite a bit. So having to be careful at this percent, Game & Watch certainly has plenty of means to kill you if you give him the chance to. Rather telegraphed can some of Game & Watch's more on-stage kill moves be, and if Ramen keeps playing as patient as he has been, and seems like he currently is, plenty of windows to make up this damage.
Mm-hmm. And we've been seeing a lot of dash attacks on Ramen's side, which NotCristian is actually expecting, or knows how to punish really well. But all these Falcon kicks that Ramen is throwing out is definitely better than how he was in the previous match.
This is such a prolonged juggle. Like, it's not anything you usually see from Falcon even a little bit. Like, Falcon, normally when you catch one up air, you're eating 2 or 3 more. But NotCristian is only getting hit with one, and it's showcasing how good Ramen is just playing stage and playing this rather slow. Though an errant Falcon kick will certainly get him rather hard punished, and another one comes out and he eats 30 for it.
Right. Those Falcon kicks were good in the very beginning when NotCristian was not expecting it. But now, since Ramen has been using them relatively often, NotCristian can start to expect them, especially when it's out of shield, or especially when there's an interaction with a lot of spot dodges.
Yeah, he's... Oh, man. And now we see the flip side to how powerful Game... Oh, okay, well... The stock is gone, but it's the flip side to how Game & Watch can play. Not only can he be just so oppressive offensively, because you never know what you can punish and when you have an opportunity to as the armor comes through. Finding stocks can be just as difficult.
And Game & Watch is up there. Although it doesn't do that much damage, it is a pretty tilting move, and it's something you have to really look out for. You'll end up losing an air dodge, or you're gonna air dodge to a different direction where Game & Watch can come and punish and attack.
Yeah, it's certainly it's a move to deal with, but with Falcon's overwhelming speed, normally it's not a problem, though it doesn't look like Ramen. He's been conditioned to not take as many risks, which can be frustrating, or which can be kind of hard against Game & Watch, since a lot of his punish windows do require you to take a little bit of a risk and a little bit of a call out. But he looks like NotCristian is perfectly comfortable just to keep playing this same kind of game plan where he'll run up and shield and he'll up be out of danger, especially with these drop through platform back airs that have gotten him so much mileage throughout the set.
And NotCristian has really been patient and doesn't really have to change their strategy unless they want to. And I'm sure he knows how frustrating his strategy is to his opponent. Oh, he buffered the air dodge.
Not what we like to see.
Wow, so NotCristian taking the set and the win. 2 points for this match, 1 point from the previous one. So I believe 5 points up for University of Hawaii.
And really extending their lead even further. Look at him bounce off the floor, which I guess if you're reacting to the hit, you're trying to tech. And he looks, since he was holding in, it looks like he was trying to tech in, but with the amount of speed, amount of damage he had on the first hit, untechable, and he just skipped like a rock off the stage. That's it's unfortunate and absolutely hard to react to, but something that is in the favor of the University of Hawaii, and they'll take it.
Absolutely. Last stock was, I'm pretty sure, very frustrating for Ramen. They were really trying to play a very well-known fast character slow, and you mentioned about the juggling, and we saw how NotCristian was just not letting Ramen juggle them, and then they lost the stock like that.
Yeah, sour ending to a rather a slow-paced set, but one that you have to take slow because it's you need to maximize your punishes and against Game & Watch because he doesn't give you many. But if NotCristian is playing like that throughout not only this set, but any future set that they manage to get to, as they have a massive lead right now, you gotta watch out for the University of Hawaii.
This lead is absolutely insane. Let me see. If 2 double 3 stocks is enough, so 1 3 stock is 8 points, right?
One, if he gets a 3 stock, then it's 3 points. He gets 2 of them, it's 6, plus the 2 for the win is 8. So you can make 16 points back, which would tie the game.
Right. That'd be kind of hype if they could pull it off.
Oh, that would be so hype. That would be so cool.
But if St. Peter's were to lose a single stock, I don't believe they have a chance of winning it back.
Yeah, that is definitely what it seems. But at the very least, you can still play to pride, like not getting. You've won 1 game by 1 stock, and you've been 2 stocked, I think, 6 times now. You gotta still rep your team, even if you know you won't be advancing by just losing 1 stock. Just play to that pride and play to improve. Like, you're always improving. Every player in any fighting game, any competitive game, always learns, even from their wins and their losses. Like, you can learn from every interaction, theoretically. So, playing it out is just as important.
So for St. Peter's University, we're gonna get Inferno, who is a Little Mac Bowser player, as opposed to University of Hawaii has not chosen their player just yet. But Nyx, who is a hero player. But bringing up what you mentioned before about just playing to improve, I love these kind of matches because that's when these characters, or not these characters, wow, these players can really play how they want to play, and they don't have to feel the pressure of the competition. Although it is disappointing and it also hurts to lose, sometimes it's just fun to see people play the game, you know?
Yeah, at the end of the day, And despite all the matchups and the studying, the frame data, the crunchy numbers, all getting into the woodwork of learning like your character's combo routes on perhaps other specific characters or general character types, like, oh, what do I do against floaties? What do I do against fast fallers, etc., etc. At the end of the day, you got to play the game and you got to play it well, which it looks like Hawaii's, despite the ridiculous connection